Welcome Rockstars to more Crazy Craft. Today's gonna be super exciting because we're gonna craft some basic heroes to add to our collection, but more importantly, we're gonna go out and find ourselves the World Guardian armor. It's exciting, let's get into it. Well, Rockstars, we don't have a lot of ore spawn armor left, and as far as I'm aware of, we really only need the World Guardian left, and that's it. Outside of that, we have superheroes, and there are more villains and superheroes that I thought there were left. So we're gonna go ahead and take on 3 new suits today before we head out for this, and they're gonna be easier suits. We're gonna do Black Widow, Nick Fury, and Black Panther. We're gonna get 3 brand new superhero suits, or hero suits, however you want to describe them, so we can get those done and out of the way, because apparently there's a lot more that we can craft than I expected. I don't remember what hero mod this is, but it's not DC or Marvel. What is it? Zorro's Heroes? And I don't know what Zorro's Heroes actually means, or what universe or anything. And then we have Ultimate Ultron, and then regular Ultron. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy. We have the rest of the X-Men, or at least some of them. We have Beast to make, Quicksilver, the old school Scarlet Witch, or the one from her show, which I never watched. So there's a few more things left to craft in that type of world than I actually thought there were. Plus we haven't touched Spider-Man or the symbiotes. So yeah, it's probably gonna take a minute, and I'm gonna have to do some big crafting episodes for those. First, let's literally just grab a stack of every single color of cloth. The cloth is the most basic material in every single superhero crafting recipe in this version. We're crafting Black Panther, so we're gonna need vibranium, we're gonna need high-tech electronics, I'm gonna guess black iron maybe? Let's see, yep, vibranium block cloth, black iron blocks. Is there anything special for like Fury? He's seen nether bricks is something we need for him. And no, gold blocks. So nether bricks and gold blocks. So these guys should be pretty easy to craft. Oh, these guys actually have EMC, which is strange, but I guess if it's made out of completely EMC material, it sort of makes sense. I wonder if that changes when we change the crafting recipe as well, because we added the access to JEI, which is why we're able to craft superhero suits outside of the crafter or the superhero creator. I don't have clay. I need black stained clay. I'm assuming we have black stained clay somewhere in here, because I mean we've got all the clays, I'm pretty sure, from Lucky Block. So hold on. Waff, cool. Clay, there we go. Black Widow trying to throw us a curveball there with the crafting recipe. I was not expecting that. Okay, oh, we need Nick Fury's eye patch, which is just cloth, and Mr. Nick Fury's head. Next up, the rest of his body, which is going to be pretty simple. I'm just glad that the auto crafting button is indeed working, which is very nice. Was not working for the Iron Man suits, which made it a lot longer of a process to actually get this stuff done. Last but not least, that leaves Black Panther, which should be pretty simple. We should have everything that we need for him. A little bit of black cloth, some gold, some vibranium, and high-tech electronics, and that wraps him up pretty nicely. There we go, and just his boots left. I'm glad we just grabbed all the extra vibranium when we did the last time we were in Conda, because I knew we were going to need it. There we go. We've got all 3 Marvel heroes to add to the total collection. I still do need to make War Machine for the Iron Man collection, technically as well, outside of Ultron and Evil Ultron and whatnot. But Black Widow, Black Panther, and Nick Fury. There we go. Fury's outfit does not look good for his suit, for his armor set. Wow. Black Widow's hair feels too bright. But then again, I'm just used to Scarlett Johansson, so maybe that's the Marvel adaptation. Or I guess MCU adaptation would be the right way to say it. And Black Panther doesn't have a cape, does he? Not in the... Okay, whatever. We'll leave it. It's an old mod. We'll just do it. So now we can actually start working on the World Guardian armor, which is supposedly the best armor in the game. Technically, I don't know if it or the Queen scale is better, but I know they're better than the gym armor. In reality, it really doesn't matter. No matter what armor set you're wearing when you fight King and Queen in this mod pack, you get one shot, and you need to have a crap ton of golden apples for your slime pet. And it's just as simple as that. I should probably grab some more quartz for my cloud pet. We're running kind of low, and resistance as well. We'll need some more diamond nuggets. Okay, so that should be plenty of food for all of my pets. All right, if I remember correctly, it's the unstable ant dimension. We'll take 2 eggs with us, or 1 so we can get forward and backwards. And yep, this is definitely the right dimension. All right, so this is where we traveled before. If you didn't believe how much we had traveled, a pretty good distance for one of them, and that is that direction. So we're gonna go ahead and head off this way and hope we can find another tier 6 dungeon. We're looking for the same thing we did when we did the Queen scale armor, except it needs to be the exact same height, 6 tiers, but covered in gold and not amethyst, I believe, the purple block, which is what the other one was covered in. It might have been ruby or a mix of both. I think the staircase case is ruby for the queen one. Either way, we need it to be made out of gold, the edges, and that's how we'll know we're at the right one, and it has to be 6 levels high. Otherwise, we're just gonna be flying around this dimension until we find it. I should have brought a ray gun because we did that last time. I think we found a dungeon that gave us a ray gun because it's easier to blow up some of the spawners. And I also just realized I don't have a pickaxe. Well, good thing we can grab the red matter pickaxe. And that is why you always keep a transmutation tablet on you. It is so helpful. Now, technically, this isn't the only way to get this armor set. And same thing with the queen scale armor, but the other 2 ways are basically impossible or complete luck. Way number 2 outside of defeating the right tier 6 dungeon is to physically kill the king or queen themselves and they will drop their armor sets. But to have that, you kind of need the Royal Guardian set itself. Like, even though I said before it doesn't provide non-death protection, it provides a lot more protection than the gem or ultimate armor, even if you still need a slime pet. Trust me, it might make a difference. I think I've tested that, but it was a long time ago. Oh, that might be a dungeon. I'm not counting the sides yet, but on top of that, the other way to do it is to actually just farm Pac-Man. Pac-Man can actually drop any single item in the game, so technically if you killed enough of them and had a little bit of luck, you should be able to get every single piece of armor. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is the right dungeon. It didn't take me half an hour, 45 minutes to find it this time. I am gonna grab some steak. I don't think I actually need it because I always forget that gym armor auto fills my hunger, but I'm not regenerating my extra 2 hearts. Well, let's just go for it. We got to be quickly as possible. We've seen this stuff before, so let's just pull out our pickaxe and go for it. Come on, and come on. Oh, see, and the nightmare's already doing it. Get out of here. I have a sword that can defeat you all, which sucks because I was really hoping for the queen scale axe when we were in there last time, but we didn't get it, so we're probably gonna get a second Royal Guardian sword. And we gotta fall down the hole, fly up. We do not want to deal with them. And now, this is the tricky part. We do not have the ray gun to fire upon these guys. Actually, you know, it doesn't matter, because we only want the extra armor. So we only need to go down to the last floor. So we can actually skip all of this stuff, because we know from the queen scale dungeon that these aren't worth stopping at. Oh, no, I hate the basilisk floor. Is this the hole? Yes, let me down. And the Hercules beetle floor. I only care about the last loot, so we can skip these floors. We searched it last time in the queen scale armor, and we found 1 or 2 items that might have helped us, but overall wasn't exactly helpful. Here we go. This is the last floor, and I think harder than the caterpillars. The caterpillars are annoying, but these guys just don't stop, and I'm hoping the Royal Guardian sword really makes a difference for us. Come on. Go down, because they hit you so far away. There we go. We got to get down here and, come on, break. Yes! That was way easier than I thought. Getting out's gonna be difficult. Oh my god, those jumpy bugs are disgusting sounding. Okay, there's our Royal Guardian chest plate and helmet. Yep, another Royal Guardian sword, which is nice, I guess, for our collection. A prince spawn egg, and the Royal Guardian boots and legs. So yeah, we've got the entire set, and that was really fudging fast. Really fast. I mean, I know we skipped the other floors, but they're just not worth the loot. It's kind of insane, to be honest. Okay, let's see. We've got some spawn eggs on this floor, the nightmare sword, which we already have in our collection. Yeah, see, it's just not worth it. And then up above this is gonna be things like the what is it, the probably experience or emerald armor, maybe ultimate armor. So these guys have ruby armor. See, and we've had that for so long, it's just not worth it now. I mean, man, that was quick and easy, but there's no reason to sit there and waste our time with the other floors. They aren't worth fighting. You're able to skip over them. I feel like if it wasn't such an old version of Minecraft, it'd be better if it was implemented. Ooh, I should probably check where I'm going here because I'm going the wrong direction. It'd probably be better if it was implemented that you couldn't go to the next floor until you defeated the previous floor. But the loot's just not worth it in the other 5 floors, so there's no reason for us to waste our time with that. So, I mean, I guess, because that's such a short time, we can go home and we can make some more villains and superheroes, I guess. This should take us back home. I believe we're in the right area, and yep, right on top of our house. Perfect. Now, I don't like wearing the Royal Guardian or Queen Scale armor unless I'm fighting the bosses because it has a slow fall effect for the full set, and it's actually quite annoying because you can't get rid of it unless you're not wearing the armor. So, like the Queen Scale armor, it will just be put into here. I always assumed the Royal Guardian armor was stronger because it naturally comes with fire protection, and blast protection, and projectile protection. 10. While the queen scale armor is not enchanted, but you are able to enchant it with Minecraft enchantments, so it's definitely interesting. We can retire that Royal Guardian sword since we have a brand new one that we can actually use instead, so at least it completes our collection. So I guess the question is, who do we want to craft and make for our next hero or villain? I guess we can make some characters like Hawk Girl. She needs Ninth Metal. Ooh, that might be problematic. I think we have to trade with Stan Lee for that, and that's Vibranium. We could make Cyborg, who should be pretty easy for the most part. Aquaman, Yellow Aquastone. That's Aquastone with yellow dye, and Aquastone I'm assuming we just find in the ocean. Oh my god, there's a second Green Arrow costume, and my preferred Green Arrow from CW, the Arrowverse. Also because that's the one I learned about Arrow and actually grew up watching. I know not everyone likes to hate on the Arrowverse, but hey, the first few seasons of every show are pretty dang good. So I need to make a second Arrow costume as well, but you guys have seen that, so I'm not really worried about showing you guys that. I'm trying to think who else can we craft, because a lot of these guys are probably going to be pretty simple considering the stuff that we have. I think we make War Machine, Hawk Girl, Aquaman, and we can make Speedy, which is Green Arrow's sidekick as well, actually. So I guess that's a roundabout way of getting everything. So let's collect all the supplies we're gonna need. All right, so we have most of the stuff outside of Aquaman's Aquastone type stuff. So first of all, let's go ahead and let's work on Cyborg here. So Cyborg's head, Cyborg chest plate. He's just iron and electronics basically, so he's actually really simple. Oh, I need some chiseled quartz or blocks of quartz, any form of quartz. Do a little bit of loop in the crafting recipe, but not something that we can't handle pretty easily. There we go. And we have the entire Cyborg set. Let's go ahead. We'll just, oops, I didn't mean to place that. We'll toss him in here for now. Let's make the entire set of Speedy. I actually need an arrow. Did I need wool for that? No, it's all cloth. Okay, so we need red, white, yellow cloth. There we go. Now we can make Speedy's mask, his chesty plate de lunes, his pants, and that leaves just his boot el lunes left. Give me your Speedy boots. Oh no, it's yellow stained clay and yellow cloth. Great, that's just annoying. There we go, Speedy's boots. So that's 2 new suits down. These guys are pretty done real quick. Okay, so Hawk Girl we need the vibranium for. The only question is, do I have enough vibranium left? And I don't believe I do. Oh no, I have tons in here. Holy crap. All right, so that's Arizonian Ninth Metal. There we go. Let's go ahead but he only trades us so much at a time, I believe. I think we have to, yeah, now we're gonna have to recall him in. We should have a Stanley phone rep in this chest here. And recall them back in. There we go. You can only buy like 7 ingots of anything at a time, and then you have to recall them back in. It's a little bit of an annoyance. All right, I think we have everything we need to make Hawk Girl now. There we go. Her helmet. Next up, her chest plate. I'm just glad that we don't have to make their individual weapons, because that could be a bit of an annoyance. Her leggings. And final but not least, her butolunes. And there we go. So we have the entirety of the Hawk Girl set. We can just toss this in here real quick. All right, I think we're gonna save War Machine for last, and then the only other person we wanted to craft next up was Aquaman, who we need Aquastone for. So we have to I'm pretty sure we just find Aquastone in the ocean, because you just dye it. So orange Aquastone is made from orange dye, and blue Aquastone, and you can't make blue Aquastone, so I'm assuming it just has to be found. Up into the ocean we go. We just need to find, I'm assuming, is a blue block underwater, which is totally gonna be the easiest thing to find in the world. Well, still no sign of aqua stone, so I don't know what to make of that. It's just a blue block in the water, and oh, there we go. Nice, but that wasn't, I mean, it wasn't hard, but it was quite annoying. We need 21 pieces. We just found 4, so we're gonna have to do this at least 5 or 6 more times if we're gonna find enough. So back to searching. Hey, this is a big vein of it out of nowhere. What in the world? I couldn't find you for a good minute, but now it's just 2 big veins. So 1 small vein and a big vein. That was 10 separate pieces, and now here's a single piece of it. It just comes in all shapes shapes and sizes, apparently, this aqua stone. It really doesn't matter. All right, so now we've got enough aqua stone. Let's start, I guess, dyeing up what we need. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow aqua stones. We need a total of 8 orange aqua stones. 18, absolutely no. I only need 8. Don't want to waste the aqua stones. After that, we need 4 green. And then what are the boots made of? They are also made of green aqua stones. So I need another 4 green aqua stones. All right, that should be all the stuff we need for Aquaman outside of his belt stuff that we'll have to craft here in a second, but that's not a big deal. Let's craft his chest plate there. All right, so for his pants, we need the Atlantean parts. So let's grab those 2 things, and then we need the Aquaman logo, which is another piece of yellow aqua block, which means I'm missing 1 single aqua stone. Time to go out to find 1 more piece. Are you kidding me? And finally, the Aquaman logo to finish up his leggings, and then his boots are just as simple. All right, so we can go ahead and toss Aquaman into the chest of heroes we haven't stored away yet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna make a 5th, which is War Machine, and we made 3 more earlier, so we made 8 superheroes today. That's nuts. All right, to make War Machine, we need the Iron Man Mark II, which we already prepped in advance, and all of this stuff. And I think that's everything. So War Machine, yep, it's not gonna auto craft for us. I didn't think it would. So boom. Oh wait, we need our titanium plates, which we have some. We have 9, but that's okay. We actually have titanium, so we can make titanium plates. There we go. Red stained glass, titanium plates in the corners with the Iron Man Mark II electronics. And there we go. We've got War Machine's helmet. Oh, I need 2 repulsors. I question why there's a mini arc reactor here, because technically the War Machine is Rhodey's suit. Rhodey's suit is made for the Mark II because that's the one, at least in the MCU, he stole from Tony. So that's why it's an upgraded version of the Mark II suit, but they couldn't make a second arc reactor. I mean, it wasn't the same people who tried to make the Ironmonger, and then they were barely able to make an arc reactor. So how would that really come to light? Why is there a mini arc reactor? You know, why am I to question it? There's War Machine's leggings. Questioning comic book logic is like the stupidest thing in the world because none of it is ever consistent and it's annoying. There we go. We've got the full War Machine set. So we've got all the superheroes and heroes we were wanting to craft. All right, so technically War Machine should go after the Iron Man set just for the way my armor is stored. So let's just go ahead and switch that out. We're gonna have some moving around we're gonna have to do here. All right, so all the DC heroes are gonna have to be moved down. So we know that Speedy goes here because Green Arrow is gonna go here. Aquaman we can just put after. Yeah, it's Aquaman. I mean, come on. Hawkgirl's better than Aquaman. I feel like Hawkgirl, at least in my eyes, lines up here with Wonder Woman, Flash, and Superman because I know the best DC show to be is Justice League Unlimited. All right, so it turns out I actually don't have enough armor space for all of the superhero suits. I can't fit Cyborg or the second Superman suit back into rotation if we have Nick Fury and all the other ones that we just crafted. So we're gonna throw Cyborg down here and Mr. Nick Fury right here, or I mean the other Superman suit. And with so many suits still to craft, I think we might have to do what I wanted to do, avoid doing before, which was making specific hallways for specific heroes. So the hall achievements are gonna have jutted out corners instead of just one long hallway, which was the idea originally. I'll have to think about how I want to make that work because there's clearly some suits like Batman and Iron Man who have way more than everyone else, and it just, the categorization would be weird. But leave a like, comment, subscribe down below if you guys did enjoy. We had 8 brand new superhero suits and the World Guardian suit to our armor collection. And until next time, I'll see you then. Peace, Rockstars.